Towards liberty. Today I just wanted to cover a couple things as far as principles, beliefs, and why you should care and get involved in the political community. This might be a little bit of a longer video. Finally got my videos on my phone to work, so I don't have to go live. Might continue to do that every once in a while, but today we're just going to make a regular video. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so most people don't want to get involved in the political process. And the reason being because it's controversial. A lot of times it's very confrontational as well. So people don't want to have debates, fights, and feel like they get angry, and a lot of emotions get raised, and yada yada. You get what I'm saying. The whole reason that people don't like to talk about politics is because they think, meh, phooey, I'd rather not have the fight. Alright, well, that's not something that we should do. The truth should be that it should be near impossible for the average American to not get involved in politics. You should consistently be involved. The reason being is because the American government and its policies play an effect in your day-to-day lives, and there's no way to ignore it. A couple of examples I can go ahead and tell you right now. If you look at the way that young people are not getting jobs, they can't afford their student debt. People that have families now are having the hardest time trying to provide for their family and make money and find decent jobs and such like that. And a majority of those problems, most people don't want to admit it, but like it or not, it's the truth. Government policy has went ahead and made it harder to be a productive American. All right, and I'm not saying that all government's bad. It's not about that. It's the policies that limit us and the regulations and mandates. Those kind of things kind of screw us up, whether it's economy, small business, or average Joe trying to find a decent job. All right, so that's why y'all should care. So next part I want to cover real quick. Well, what I think is that, if we're going to get involved, the reasoning behind it should be because we care about our children. We care about our children, care about our grandchildren. We care about the future. We want to make sure they have a productive future. We want to make sure that we leave this place in a better state than how we found it. Because let's tell the honest truth, okay? Majority of the generations in the 2000s, yeah, you could say what you want about millennials, but they kind of got handed a crappy deal. So, almost cursed on y'all. Anyways, so they got handed a little bit of an iffy deal. I'm not saying that, somewhere along the line, somebody didn't do right as far as a couple of generations go, okay? So, a lot of people want to say, "Oh, hey, you can't blame us. The economy was bad when we had it too. We had to work for it." Okay, fine. I understand that. I believe hard work, opportunity, ambition will go ahead and top anything. But at the same time, they have less of an opportunity to go ahead and pursue those types of things because it's not available. That's the biggest deal. Opportunities are a lot harder to come by. So you have more people competing for these positions. Therefore, you have less people that are being employed. Debt stacks up, people aren't able to pay it off, and so on and so on. It's inflation of debt that way, and it's kind of a pain for people. All right, so as individuals, we need to start focusing on the goal of liberty. All right, and everything that we do should be a motion towards that. We should keep moving towards liberty, no matter what we're doing. That should be the constant step. We don't go backwards. We don't sacrifice a step today. That way we can take two tomorrow. No, that's not how this world works. We need to start moving towards our goal. And our ultimate goal should be liberty, individual freedom, and the movement of progress in the ways of being free to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. And that applies to morals, work, lifestyles, any of that kind of stuff. First thing I want to establish, all right, is one of our principles, okay? One of the most important principles in general are going to lead to a fruitful life, productive life, in my opinion. There's certain things we should stick to and we should believe in, and that we're not going to compromise for anybody. All right, and that's how principles apply to us. They should be common sense. Majority of them will be common sense. You'll understand them that way, and you'll probably agree with me. Okay, these aren't things that are going to be out there and crazy. So these principles should apply to everybody. No special privileges. Okay, no evening the playing field. No social justice. We don't do that. That's wrong. Social justice is saying that, okay, you guys are all equal, but so-and-so, because the color of his skin or his religion or blah, blah, economic status, we're going to give him a little extra because he needs it because it's harder for him to, do stuff. No, that's not right. That's not equality. That's special treatment. So, and then same applies for businesses. They get write-offs, special privileges, mandates that don't apply to them, or regulations that actually make them more money or are more in favor of them. So it goes both ways. Wealthy businessmen shouldn't get any privileges either. Okay, so it goes both ways. We can't do the social justice or throwing money into politics. I think that's wrong. Okay. So in my opinion, okay, one of the key principles of libertarianism is voluntary cooperation. All right. Simple to put this is that you choose your friend. Okay, you choose your friends. You don't have to befriend anyone that you don't want to, and nobody's going to force you to be friends with somebody you don't like. Okay, and you know that's simple. It makes freaking sense. If you like somebody, cool, hang out with them. If you don't like them, hell, don't. All right, that's okay. And if you don't choose to be somebody's friend, that's okay too. And it can be based on a good reason, or you can have no reason at all. That's okay too. That's your right. All right. You associate with whoever you want to associate with. Nobody can tell you different. All right, and that's voluntary cooperation on a very basic level. Okay, I just wanted you guys to get an understanding before I get into it a little bit. Okay, so that applies for friendship. Now, the other way we should go ahead and start applying this is economics and charity. Okay, and that's based on, like I said, voluntary. You shouldn't be coerced, threatened, or manipulated into doing something that you don't want to do, that goes against your ethics or morals. All right, so you guys get it. Look at it a little bit, right? Think about the economy. Think about things that are being forced as far as the government goes, mandates and such, and how that could be negatively affecting us in our day-to-day lives. All right. Next principle I want to discuss is the non-aggression principle. All right. It revolves around simple and easy to understand philosophy. Okay. This is not the same as being a pacifist.